Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of The Corner Store. It's your boy, Gerald Cadet. And on this episode, it's just going to be my just raw reactions of what week is it? Week 3. Coming up after that, later on in the week, hopefully it's Friday, because I'm not going to post anything tomorrow or Thursday. Friday, I'm going to do a week 4 preview. I'm going to talk a lot about Mac Jones. Well, it's not really Mac Jones. It's Bill Belichick versus Tom Brady. So be on the lookout for that. I'm so excited for the game. You guys don't understand. Sunday night on NBC. I ain't getting no check from NBC, so that's the last time I'm going to talk about them. But let's just dive deep into week 3. Let's just recap week 3. Let's talk about, well, I guess I got to talk about what I did on Sunday. I told you guys a little bit about it my last episode. I said I was going to go to the New York Giants game because of the Eli Manning ring ceremony. I guess it was the jersey retirement. I enjoyed it. The ceremony for Eli Manning. And I'm appreciative that I was a part of it. It's just a fun experience because Eli Manning is one of my favorite athletes, people of all time. I have him as one of my role models. It was amazing. And then, so I guess you guys are asking, oh, so if it was amazing, how come you don't have that energy? For the first time in my life, I've done it with the New York Knicks, but this is my first time ever with the New York Giants. We're not going anywhere this season, guys. Any Giants fans watching, we're not going anywhere this season. This is going to be a terrible season for the New York Giants. And it sucks because Daniel Jones is going to have one of the best seasons of his career. It sucks for me to say that, but we lost to the team I believe is the worst team in the NFL. And with that in mind, the Atlanta Falcons gave us every chance to win the game. Drop interception, 2 drop interceptions from Logan Ryan, a drop interception that would have sealed the game from Adoree Jackson. Taking bad angles, Adoree Jackson taking bad angles. The reason why Cordell Patterson had what I think was like 40-yard gain on us the last drive. It's just Blake Martinez out for the season with a torn ACL. It's just, and the thing is, I'm not gonna blame the players with this one. I'm not gonna blame the players. There's one person I do want to blame on the New York Giants. And this person has now gotten my attention. Joe Judge, you have gotten my attention. I'm on your ass right now. I'm going to be on your ass all season long. I'm going to look at every decision you make, every call that you make, every scenario that you play out. I'm going to look at all of that. Because for me, the thing that does not make sense, that it doesn't make no type of sense. You came in day one. You talked about you're gonna play. Your guys are gonna play with discipline. You guys are not gonna beat yourselves. All that. You came in year 2. You said the same thing. We're gonna play with discipline. We're not gonna beat ourselves. Week 1, we couldn't get off the field defensively on 4th downs. We stopped those 3 4th downs and we win the game. Week 2, offsides to have the kicker kick another field goal. Other penalties, misassignments. We're beating ourselves. This game here, I should have watched the broadcast version before I did this, but I had to come in raw. Pause. Anyways, This week here, so man, every time we had a big play on offense, it gets called back for a holding, uh, blocking the back, whatever, anything in the air. Yes, the referees are not gonna be at. I can't think of the saying. Are not gonna be faint at heart, so they're not gonna be on your side all the time. But it's for you guys to understand that and rise above that and say, let's not beat ourselves. But for 3 weeks, I seen the Giants beat themselves. Usually, when the last couple seasons when the Giants were bad, I saw people fight. Maybe not the whole team collectively, but I saw a team that at least one side of the ball fought. Okay, maybe you guys think I'm saying I'm biased because a lot of those seasons was Eli Manning, but with Eli Manning, I knew we always had a chance. I knew we always had a chance. With him at the helm, I knew we had a chance. What did the defense? What did the defense gave up 9 fourth quarter leads? Where the offensive line not blocking well for Eli Manning? Whether receivers going to Miami and leaving their hands in Miami. I knew Eli was going to take it home for us. But now, and I said on my last episode, no more Daniel Jones slander. All right? No more Daniel Jones slander. But the one problem with Daniel Jones I see, I don't want to say he's scared, but he's a little timid. I know it's a synonym of scared, but he's a little timid of throwing the deep ball. You want to know why? It's because of y'all. Because of y'all, he's scared to throw the deep ball. Why do I say that? All we've been hearing about, even after week 1, because he had the fumble, is Daniel Jones and his turnovers. Daniel Jones and his turnover. Daniel Jones has a turnover bug, whatever you want to call it, this and that. But Daniel Jones hasn't thrown an interception. Well, he threw one interception in December, week 17, but that's because I'm gonna talk about him a little soon. I don't want to say his name yet, but that's because he clapped his hands, didn't catch the ball. Daniel Jones, man, go for broke. All right. Go for broke. If you get 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions in the game, it's alright, man. Go for broke, man. Tell defenses you ain't scared to throw that deep ball. That's the one thing I loved about Eli Manning. Eli Manning will throw 4 interceptions, man. He's still gonna throw that thing deep. It's just like you're not scared, man. Regardless of the outcome, man, you just show the defense, hey, we're not scared. Teams right now, I believe, see that Daniel Jones is a little scared throwing it deep, running. I appreciate him though. Running, he trucked a D lineman 5 yards into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, which should have been the game, but it is what it is. I love Daniel Jones. Saquon, man, you need some blame too. You had it was a 3rd and 19, I believe, a screen play to you. You had the sidewalk. You had a chance to go up the sidewalk. Instead of going up the sidewalk, you want to go back into the middle of the field. You would have had a first down, too. We would have been in field goal range. Kick that field goal. Gano only needs 50 yards. 54 yards. Come on, Saquon. Come on, man. But Joe Judge and Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett's another guy I got to get my hand. I got to speak my mind to. Because Jason Garrett, from day one, he was talking about Kadarius Toney. He's not going to let Kadarius Toney. Whenever Kadarius Toney is in the game, that's when you know he's going to get the ball. What type of sense does that make for defenses, man? What type of like this? I have no words for that. So, Joe Judge, Jason Garrett, I'm gonna watch you guys. Right now, I'm usually optimistic about a Giants season. 0-3 would be alright. First of all, guys, let it be known, and I'm happy that this is gonna happen because the Washington football team is really overhyped, and it was getting on my nerves. Y'all know me and the Eagles. I don't even want to go to Philly because of the Eagles. The Cowboys win the division. I'll be all right with that. I like the Cowboys. But the Cowboys will be winning the NFC East this season, and I really think they're gonna run away with it after maybe week 7. They're gonna run away with it. But like I said, I'm usually optimistic about the Giants season. We had a chance to beat check down Teddy. We didn't. We were supposed to beat Tyler Haneke. We didn't. We had a chance to beat Matt Ryan. We didn't. Our next games are against the New Orleans Saints. First home game of the season. Out of the Saints, we play the Cowboys. The Cowboys are playing like dogs right now. Then we play the Rams, probably the best team in the NFC. And then we play, I believe we play the Panthers. We have the Panthers after the Rams. Then we have, I think, Patrick Mahomes. I think we have a little bye in between. And then we play the Miami Dolphins. And then we play the Tampa Bay Bucks. I believe that's scheduled. Regardless, I do not know what game we're going. We're losing this week. The crowd in the Superdome is going to be... If it was an empty crowd, then I think the Giants had a chance. But the crowd is going to be rocking. Offensively, we're trash, man. I don't know what it is. I think it's a play call. I'm saying to myself, we had a 2nd and 2. We want to run and toss, man. Run that ball up the gut, man. Come on. And I see Jason Garrett do these things in the right things, I should say, in Dallas. Unless it was Tony Romo that was checking it out. The defense is garbage. I still don't see why. We have no hands, man. I was telling my friends, James Winston's gonna be throwing us balls, but we're not gonna be able to catch them. Man, but it hurts me right now that for the first time in my life, I am saying the Giants season's over after week 3. Usually I say it after week 17. The Giants season's over because it's week 17. There's no more games after week 17. Well, there are now. But yeah, the Giants suck, man. That hurts to say that, man. The Giants suck. I appreciate going. Eli, if you were ever to see this, I appreciate you. You're my GOAT. Of course, you're a Hall of Famer. You're my GOAT. That's all I gotta say. So, as a Giants fan, I was thinking that I had the worst weekend. But I come to find out, a place that I used to go to college, the area, the state, I should say, not the area, the state. They had a worse week than me. Let's talk about the Chicago Bears. So, before doing this episode, I tried to watch the full game of the Chicago Bears against the Cleveland Browns. I watched the first series for Justin Fields. That 3rd and 2 play, they ran a freaking toss out the shotgun. First of all, on the play, the pre-snap, the Cleveland Browns outflanked everybody. So unless David Montgomery was going to shake 2 guys like Barry Sanders, I could even say Saquon Barkley. That was not going to be a first down regardless. I know Greg Olsen on the broadcast was talking about Allen Robinson had a bad block. I still don't think it would have been sealed up because from the start of it, you guys are outflanked. Myles Garrett was coming after him. The rookie from Notre Dame was coming after him. The 5-man protection stuff that they're talking about. Watching the Bears in the preseason, you could already tell the one weakness the Bears really have, and the reason why I wouldn't have started Justin Fields at the start of the season, their offensive line is horrid. Offensive line is horrid. Andy Dalton, the reason why Andy Dalton was able to do some of the things that he was doing last week 1, I should say, because I didn't watch week 2's game. Week 1 is because he's been in the NFL for 15 years or 14 years, however long. I think 2011, so maybe 9 years, 10 years, whatever. So he's smart enough. He's seen a bunch of defense, so he could use the quick game and this and that. This is Justin Fields' first game. You've seen in preseason he was getting killed preseason. And for this man to throw, and it hurts more because I started him. I believed in the hype. I was thinking he's gonna get like 2 rushing touchdowns, maybe 1 passing touchdown. I have Allen Robinson on my fantasy team as well. I was thinking all that stuff was gonna happen. Just to find out, my boy Justin Fields finished with 3.9 points, or 3.4. I don't remember. Allen Robinson probably had 3.9. He finished the game 6 of 20. No touchdowns, no interceptions. That sounds good, right? 68 yards. Because he was sacked 9 times for 67 yards, the Bears offense ended up, passing offense, I should say, ended up with only 1 net yard. 1 net yard. This is the NFL, guys. This is not Pee Wee. This is not high school football. Yes, a team passing yards in today's NFL finished the game with 1 net yard. I'm big on JoJo. I don't want to say JoJo needs to get fired. But what he's been preaching, he's been talking about, we're not going to beat ourselves, but we're beating ourselves. It's cause for concern for me. That's why I'm going to put my eyes on him. Now, in Chicago, Matt Nagy has said that Andy Dalton's the guy. Andy Dalton's going to be the guy moving forward. Matt Nagy comes from the reason why Matt Nagy was called to be the coach a couple years ago. I think this is 4th year now. Is because he's very dynamic offensively. Reports saying that Nagy can't open up the offense because Mitch Trubisky is not that good of a quarterback. He's not, I guess, smart enough. His athleticism doesn't allow Nagy to open up the playbook. Now you have a dynamic quarterback in Justin Fields, and you only have 1 net yard passing. I'm not saying, because a lot of people are saying the Bears should fire Nagy. Don't fire Nagy. I understand where your team is going. But the fans of Chicago, you guys need to put a keen eye on Matt Nagy moving forward, especially now since Andy Dalton is out indefinitely. Justin Fields is going to be the quarterback. I think he's going to be the quarterback this coming weekend. I don't know who they're playing actually, but yeah. So Matt Nagy needs to be under a microscope. A hot one of those microscope, one of those magnifying glasses that the sun is, you want to point the sun at to burn the ant. Yeah, the Bears made the Giants. I mean, the Giants still suck, but the Bears made the Giants day not that bad. Happy about that. What else? Another thing I was happy about was, even though I came back from the game, I was disappointed and whatnot. Had my little coffee, had a nice Dunkin' Donuts donut, and I was ready to go. Had some dinner. I was ready to go to watch. I was ready to watch Sunday Night Football. And once again, 2 weeks in a row, back-to-back weeks, Sunday Night Football was amazing. Down to the wire game. Aaron Rodgers, you guys know I call him White Jesus, going against a guy I'm really high on, Jimmy G and the 49ers. I really hope Jimmy Garoppolo had an apology for the 49ers in the locker room and had an apology for the 49ers fans Monday. Because he's the one that cost them the game. And it sucks too to say, because he's the one that brought them down there and scored on what should have been the final drive. But you guys left too much time for Aaron Rodgers. However, 2 drives prior, I should say. Yeah, two drives prior. Going down the field. This man had Kenny Clark coming down his face. I still don't understand what he tried to do. He tried to throw it, but like turn around at the same time. I don't. He fumbled. But he fumbled. Basically, that's it. But he came. He came back. He wrote the right. He right the wrong that he did. Okay, that's good and well. Now, a funny report came out. Well, not a report, but I follow CBS Sports. They're trash on Instagram. They're trash, but sometimes they have some good things to say. The 49ers are 2-1. Second place third place in the division behind the Cardinals, who's 3-0, and the Rams, who are 3-0. Have a game against the woeful Seattle Seahawks, which, by the way, I'm just going to put this out there. This is Russell Wilson's last season in Seattle. Mark it. Russell Wilson's last season in Seattle. Is Jimmy G... I'm going to put this whole thing in perspective. You played the Detroit Lions week 1 with all your running backs. All of them get hurt. Week 2, you barely survive in Philadelphia. Okay, it's a West Coast team going to the East Coast. Yeah, you could have that narrative. Sunday Night Football. Home opener in Levi Stadium. I was going to say Candlestick Park. In Levi Stadium. You had the Aaron Rodgers, I should say, where you wanted him. You drive down the field, thin the clock, this and that. Then you fumble the ball. Jimmy is my guy. Jimmy is he's a winner. I'm still on the Jimmy G bandwagon. I don't think Trey Lance needs to start. I feel like they got Trey Lance for injury purposes because they know that at some point during the season, Jimmy G will get injured. But sometimes it feels like Jimmy G. This is from watching Sunday's game. I want to put that in perspective. This is from watching Sunday's game. It feels like sometimes Jimmy G wasn't himself on Sunday in terms of he was kind of a deer in headlights. He was just looking for Kittle. He couldn't find Kittle, so he's like, let me throw it to either Debo or Ayuk. Those guys are some strong behind receivers. Ayuk and Debo. So they could make those jump balls and whatnot. But other than that, I feel like Jimmy G needs the run. He can't drop back 50, 60 times and win a game for you at this present moment. Next week they play Seattle. That's always going to be a tough game, so maybe it proves me wrong. But right now, seeing that game on Sunday, it hurts to say, but I think Jimmy Garoppolo has a bad game within the 2 bad games within the division. Trey Lance, that second bad game within the division, Trey Lance is coming in second half, guarantee. And I don't think Trey Lance is ready for the NFL. I don't think he's ready to start yet. That's just me. But let's talk about White Jesus. Week 1, yes, I was one of them too. I said Aaron Rodgers Aaron Rodgers' evil twin brother came in to the Packers organization and tried to sabotage the Packers season. That seems not to be the case. However, there is a little bit of cause for concern with the Packers. Why did I say that? The Packers lost to the New Orleans Saints. Although, be it, I learned that the Packers have trouble. Packers have trouble in the state of Florida for some reason. I need to look into that more, but I know last year that they lost to the Bucks in Florida. They do have trouble, from what I can remember, against Jacksonville for some reason when they play in Jacksonville. And I think that's it. I don't remember the Packers playing in Miami, so I can't speak on that. So okay, you get to pass that. A very close game. A lot of people see the final score week 2 on Monday Night Football, but it was a very close game at a moment until when the Packers played the Lions. I think the score was 21-17. They were teetering, and then Aaron Rodgers became Aaron Rodgers. Last game, Aaron Rodgers had 37 seconds left. For some reason, the defensive coordinator on the 49ers did not say, hey, bracket or triple team Devontae Adams wherever he goes. The Rams got a nice defense. The Bucks have a nice defense. The Bears within your division has a nice defense. I don't know about the offense, but the Bears have a nice defense. The Cowboys defense are looking like they're gonna be something. Aaron Rodgers is not gonna be Aaron Rodgers. No. Aaron Rodgers is always gonna be Aaron Rodgers. But there's gonna be some games Aaron Rodgers can't pull out the rabbit out of his bag, out of his helmet. That I don't think that's gonna happen. Mainly because teams are gonna, especially with running games, teams are gonna light up the defense and then run the ball to make sure Aaron Rodgers is not on the field. That defense is still the weak point of the Green Bay Packers. Maybe when what's his name? Darius Smith, when he comes back, maybe that it shores up something, especially pass rush wise. It shores it up because you have Preston Smith and then you have Darius Smith, Kenny Clark in the middle. Barnes, he got hurt on Sunday, so maybe him coming back in is gonna help. But that defense right now, I don't know. Maybe they grow. They're basically a young defense now. Maybe they grow into each other, and then maybe by year's end, they become one of the best defenses. But right now, what I'm seeing, Aaron Rodgers is gonna have to be Aaron freaking Rodgers for your Packers to win every game. That's what I see. Okay. Anything else I got to talk about on week 3? The Rams and the Bucks. There really shouldn't be anything to say. The Rams are a better team than the Bucks. I saw that coming in. I saw a game like that coming in. I thought it would be a little bit closer, but I saw a game coming in. Like I said, I never had a preview video for the NFL season. I'm gonna let you guys know Matthew Stafford will win the 2021-22 NFL MVP this season. He will win it. Thank God I have him on my fantasy team. I'm sorry, Matt. I started Justin Fields ahead of you. My bad. Also, to go back to the Bears game, I want to apologize to the Cleveland Browns. I know you guys are good. I know you guys are nice. I know. Let me keep watching y'all, and maybe I'll come on here and say you guys are the class of the AFC. Right now, the best team in the AFC is still the Kansas City Chiefs, because the Browns lost to the Kansas City Chiefs week 1, and also there's no team I could definitively say are better than the Chiefs. Even the Ravens, after that big win on Sunday Night Football 2 Sundays ago now, or 1 Sunday ago now, they kind of laid an egg against the Lions. The Patriots, I'm not big on the Patriots right now. The Bills, I'm not really big on the Bills right now, even though they had an awesome game from Josh Allen. Josh Allen came back. And the thing is, he's not force feeding Stephon Diggs. He's spreading the ball out. He's getting what the defense is taking. He's taking what the defense is giving him, I should say. And but with me, the problem with the Bills for me, I don't think the Bills are mature enough to win to beat a team like the Chiefs. That's me. But the Browns, I apologize. I should have known better. I know Justin Fields was coming in. I shouldn't have said, "Oh, Justin Fields comes in. The Browns are gonna lose to the Bears." I should have known better. I apologize. You guys have a great team. I want to see you guys against another big time opponent. I would love to see you guys against the Ravens. Let's see how that game goes. And I may anoint you guys by Thanksgiving as the best team in the AFC. I really hope so. Really hope so. Right now it's the Chiefs by default, and the Chiefs are not that good. We're finding out more and more every day. Don't let Tyreek beat you. You could live with Travis Kelce underneath. And just attack their defense. That's all it is. Mahomes wants that big play. He's still a great quarterback. No, don't get me wrong. He's still a great quarterback. He'll check it down, this and that. But teams are not that scared of the Kansas City Chiefs anymore. Teams are not that scared of the Kansas City Chiefs. They just don't want Patrick Mahomes to get the ball last. That's all it is, and that's smart. Smart to do. Anything else? Anything else I had to talk about? I'm gonna have a more organized show next episode. I'm gonna talk about Cam Newton and the Patriots. Cam Newton, Mac Jones and the Patriots. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. How important this game is for both teams. Who am I gonna pick for both? Who am I gonna pick in that game? A lot of stuff. A lot. I don't know why, but this game coming up is so intriguing to me because it is Tom Brady's return to New England. Tom Brady spent 18 years in New England. We finally will see the conversation has always been, especially towards the latter part of their relationship. The conversation has been, who is better? Whose team was it? Was it Bills or was it Tom Brady? Can Tom Brady beat Bill Belichick? Can Bill Belichick neutralize Tom Brady? Especially with all those weapons. We're going to find out. I'm so excited. I'm going to talk about that game. So excited to talk about that game. And another game that's going to be fairly important are the Arizona Cardinals for real. Are the Arizona Cardinals for real? They play a big game, big matchup against, I believe, top 3 defenses in the NFL. At least the top 3 defenses in the NFL. The St. Louis Rams, the Los Angeles Rams. We're gonna see. We're gonna see a lot of good football games coming up. A lot of good things are coming on the horizon when it comes to sports. Baseball is gonna have the playoffs. The NBA is coming back. College football is revving up more and more. What do you guys think about Clemson? Clemson losing to NC State. I have them losing to another team. Should I announce it now, or maybe I'll just Boston College. They're going to lose to Boston College. And who's going to beat Alabama this year? Iowa, Penn State, Oregon, Georgia. We're going to see. But that's all I have for today, guys. I just want to get, the Giants off my chest. Talk about Justin Fields a little bit. I don't even remember what else I talked about. But what do you guys think? Should Joe Judge be on the hot seat? Do you guys have a reason not to have Joe Judge on the hot seat? The Packers. Are the Packers back to Super Bowl form? Are the Packers a Super Bowl contender? I don't really think so. I think they make it a little, this and that. Maybe also I'll kind of dive into the Seattle Seahawks next week. If not next week, definitely the week after, because that is a very important conversation to talk about. Because, like I said, I think this is Russell Wilson's last season in Seattle. And that's it. Any other teams? I should talk about the rookie quarterbacks. I don't know if I'm going to do that. There's still so much things I can talk about. But I'm just going to give it to you guys little by little. I don't want to bombard you guys with all this information. But yeah, guys, leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. For my YouTube people, well, this is only on YouTube at the moment. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for supporting. Shout out to all you guys. I think I should have a name for you guys. Not yet. Maybe when I get the 500 subscribers. Maybe. Yeah. So that's it. It's a Gerald Cadet. It's the corner store. I'm just trying to start the conversation.
All I do is work. I got it out the dirt in the mud. I work. You know them hands, they work. So please, boy, don't get hurt. You know I work. I got it out the dirt. I came off